Well, the time has finally arrived. Final Fantasy VII Remake will be released on March 3rd, 2020. Less than a year, but still a ways away. But the fact that we now have a concrete release date, and with a bunch of info and gameplay, gently calms my maca-infused soul. So, let's begin. First off, I want to talk about the combat system, since it's what most people seem to be worried about whenever it gets brought up. The combat system has been completely revamped while attaining the original combat system intact. At first it looks like a hack and slasher, which you're not too far off thinking honestly, but it's not. If you did indeed hack and slash in battle, you're not going to get far. Button mashing is not effective, to put it more bluntly. Regular attacks hardly does any damage. Fighting in this remake pushes you to frequently use your given arsenal and your ability to swap between your team. Cloud is for taking out short range, close and personal enemies, while Barret is used to gun down enemy sentries and enemies from afar. But let me bring this back a little bit. The battle attacks for Cloud are as follows: slash, evade and block, all done with button presses. But this is where things get better. Every attack you land slowly builds up your ATB meter, which is the attack time battle meter straight from the original game. When you fill up the ATB meter to a limit of 2 bars, the action will shift into a slow-mo / pause state called tactical mode. This is for you to decide what your next action will be. This is very similar to the wait mode option that you can select in the original game so that your enemies will wait their turn until you make your move. It has been confirmed that this feature can be turned off and you can use a quick select feature for you to make your moves instead. Again, this harks back to how it was used in the original. When you're ready to use your ATB meter, you can use it to use any magic, special skills, items, and possibly even summons. One of the major things that got everyone super excited for obvious reasons is the reveal of Tifa Lockhart in her beautiful remodeled glory. She looks incredible. You can see how her face looks similar to how she looked in the Advent Children movie. Everyone was waiting so long to see what she would look like in this new reimagined version, and the reception has been very positive, me included. Her attacks are way more elaborated and fleshed out than it was in the original. You can actually pull off combos, which honestly, she hardly got the chance to show way back then, but it looks like they went all out on what she was truly capable of. What I want to get cleared up is the story. As many know, the game is going to be split into sections. This is very old news that we all already know, but what people need to understand is that the remake isn't going to be broken up into tiny parts, but instead a project, all featuring full games. Each project are the size of your typical Final Fantasy game. They're all going to be 30 to 40 hours of content, just like your normal mainline Final Fantasy game. This one in particular is obviously the Midgar/Shinra arc. Everything that happened in Midgar will be featured in this, but with much more content and a whole lot more story being involved that the original didn't even have chance to do. This gives them the opportunity to flesh out more story and content for the likes of President Shinra, his son Rufus, Biggs, Wedge, Jesse, and even the hilarious and memorable Don Corneo saga. Their opportunities and how they can go with this is endless. Also, for the game to have 2 Blu-ray discs in order for this game to be intact is huge. After the Shinra/Midgar saga will then be when Cloud and his gang are on the run from Shinra. There is no going back to Midgar at this point for a very long time. When the world map is revealed is when they have complete free reign on the open world. At this point in the game is when the game takes a massive turn. Here the world branches out into so many sections and areas for you to go to. Farms, towns, cities, mountains are all open for you to visit. This will be huge, and the scale of this part of the game will be absolutely insane. Well, that is all I have to say. As you can imagine, my excitement for this game is immeasurable, and I am very pleased. If there's anything else that comes to mind that I want to discuss about this game, I will make up follow-up videos. But, other than that, goodbye! Stay Genki, my friends.